So I just quickly wanted to talk about this foolishness that's going on YouTube right now within the Kanika Jenkins communities that there are. And I just want to say that anyone can talk to whoever they want to talk to. No one can make judgments on and tell you what to do. You are an individual. You don't need no one's clarification for nothing. You can talk to who you want. That is how you gain knowledge of different people and different situations. That's how you gain wisdom. You're not going to agree on everything with anyone, okay? So it needs to be, it's silly. Like, it's just a simple case of growing up. That is it. And people not being hypocrites. And like people acting like gods over a case. And then they say that they're justice for Kanika, but the majority of their videos are on how much they hate other people within the communities. Where's the justice in that? Practice what you preach. And if you're gonna go out there and say you are who you hang around with, you don't know who anyone is on YouTube like that. Some things don't apply that apply within your physical communities to your digital communities. There's two different rules. When you talk about communities on YouTube, it's just people with similar ideas and similar views that come together and talk. But not everybody's going to have the same views, even within those communities, with everything that you want to discuss. They're not going to agree on everything. You can talk to who you want to talk to, and I will carry on speaking to who I want to speak to. And also, if you have an issue, come to that person straight up. Don't put these little low blows acting like a pussy. Go and talk to that person straight up and ask them and speak to them like an adult. Because so far, people are being negative towards me. And all I've done is speak to someone that someone doesn't like, and they follow that person like they're a god. I don't understand it. Make your own decisions. Rub a couple of brain cells together every now and then of your own, and have your own perceptions. And don't allow these things to affect your home life. You know, don't be dropping your kids to school, for example, and making sure you rushed back to get on a chat. You can watch that chat later on. This is YouTube. This shouldn't be affecting your home life. And it's sad because I understand why it does with some people. And I feel bad for the people that got sucked in and now they're trying to detach themselves. They're getting condemned. You know, people were talking about at one time people sending nudes, and you do have to take responsibility for sending those, you as a person. But if you've taken that responsibility, which a lot of people have, okay, because everyone makes mistakes in life, yeah, that's how you learn. You don't then have the rights to go and use those as threats. How you talk about justice? But how that doesn't stand for justice, especially in a world that puts down women in the way that it does. You know, as a powerful person, there's so much more you can do to if you wanted to make that other person see something. There's more. That's weak to me. All these pictures and saying, look, and it's childish as well. And something else you've got to remember is you don't know what people go through and why they may feel like they have a purpose for this, for these types of cases and this type of activist work. You don't know what they've been through to want to help people genuinely and not want anything back. You know, all they want to do is put back into their channels and put back into their work. You don't know what they've been through. So when you make mockeries of people start talking about, like as a joke, I'm going to come and get your kids raped and lock your doors and like, that's not funny. That's real life. People go through that. So anyone who's got to follow someone like that, that says a lot about your character. If you're accepting something so cruel, that's not an opinion, that's someone's character. You can go and watch whoever you want who have different opinions. I do. That's why I'm looked at as a bad person right now, because I talk to who I want to talk to, you know. But when it comes to character of how someone's shown a whole community, not within personal like issues. I'm not talking about personal issues where you've had something wrong. If someone has done something to you, that's none of my business. I'm not going to dislike someone because someone did something to who, and I wasn't involved. But when you put things out into the universe like that, into the open air, into society, and you say to your community all these disgusting, foul things, and then you're going to follow someone like that, that does say a lot about you. But that's nothing to do with having an opinion and talking to someone who has a different one. You do what the hell you want to do. And if someone's got something to say, have a mature reason for it. Think of, where did this start from? A child, a teenager getting found in a freezer dead, and now it's come to this. Think about it. All this shit that's gone on. Nudes, lies, and then that's another thing, lies. Lies don't find the truth. It's impossible. So even if someone is a serial killer, you can't make up a lie and find any truths from them. All you can talk about is them being a serial killer. You can't say, right, you was in Mexico and you was in Spain just because you don't like them and something went wrong there. So if I put them there, they look like a bad person, even worse. Like, it's got to be a joke now. This is an actual real life thing. And it's been used as a game to get at other people. Now people are discussing how much they hate each other within the Justice for Kanika communities, more than they're talking about Kanika. So there's no justice in that. But everyone's saying, I'm justice, no. You're not. You can't be. If you're going to put lies and put hate before what your intentions are supposed to be. Like, people see what people do. We're not, like, your words can't trap certain people. People can actually see. And you don't have to retaliate and say things back. You just have to avoid. People need to stop retaliating. It's not getting you nowhere. Just avoid. Avoid that situation. Avoid that person or community. And just leave it there. Be an adult about it. Be mature about it. There's too many threats going back and forth that have nothing to do with anything. And when someone doesn't admit to any of their wrongs, a lot of people have something to say about someone, but they're always telling the truth and the other person's always lying. There's no balance there, is there? Someone's got to be telling the truth on both sides. And there's probably some people telling lies on both sides. But just think for yourself. It's not hard. It's a very simple thing to do. If someone tells you to do something, it doesn't mean you have to do it. You're an adult. If he said jump off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? Just because that's what the community said to do? Or are you going to think about yourself and your individual situation and what you have to deal with every day? Or keep fighting someone else's battles? Because I don't need to, I back myself. I don't need no one to back me. And if you're a boss, you can back yourself. You don't need other people to jump in. It's okay to have support, but people jump in without even being asked and without no one said nothing to you or about you, but you're jumping in to save someone else, Like, what's going on at home? Do you know what I mean? How can you sit on a chat all day defending someone else? I just think people need to wake up and realise why we're here. Get back to that. Do your own things. Be individuals. And stop trying to, like, there's no gods on YouTube, trust me. There's no gods on YouTube. Oh, and I will be doing a live on either Friday or Saturday. Please look out for that. I will put a notification out beforehand. I want to discuss some definitions of words and ideas and what they actually mean to people, because I'm not sure that people really understand what they mean and what they mean to people personally.